Hey, good day everyone out there. How many of you content creators, filmmakers, like me, went out and bought a camera and spent a lot of money on it and then found out the thing overheats like 30 minutes into it? I've had this thing actually shut off within 20 minutes of actually running, and sometimes made it up to 40 minutes, and then it goes ahead and shuts off on me. But today, I'm going to go ahead and show you the fix. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, everyone out there, how many of you get completely frustrated saying, okay, I bought this camera because it had dual SD cards, a lot of the backup stuff and everything. I went and spent a lot of money on the camera, spent like $2,800 on the camera, then I went and spent another $800 on this lens for it. It had a lens with it, but I wanted a little bit better lens, so I spent that. Bought all the gear, spent probably well over $100 plus. This was $100 by itself. So I've got well over $4,000 into this camera right here, and the thing only lasted me 30 minutes. Went to do for a client, went to do a filming for him. 30 minutes into it, it shut off. Oh, it overheated. And I've got the settings set on high, everything. Did everything I could. I had all the doors open, everything, trying to cool it down. Still shut off on me. So what was the fix for it? Said there would be a fix. I came up with an idea. I went online and saw the little film thing there for it, for the little Fuji ones out there. I'll go ahead and put a thing right on there right now so you can see it. It was $200 for a little dang fan on the back of this thing. It's like, oh, geez, that's a killer right there. Another $200 you got to spend just to keep this thing from overheating. I was out on the set going, blowing into the back of it, trying to keep the thing cool. It actually worked. As long as I sat there and kept doing that, of course I hyperventilated right after that point, so that couldn't keep doing that for long. My wife was even at a filming at a dance recital we were filming for a school, and she was back to going, trying to get it to last, because we were 5 minutes away from the thing ending, and she was trying to blow on it to try to keep it. And she was sitting over a vent, which is blowing cold air. She said she was freezing, and it was still overheating. But I know a lot of you out there, and I've heard with the EV1s, the A76700s are overheating. This is an A7IV, and it's overheating. But a lot of the Canon cameras do it too. So I've started thinking to myself, there's got to be a better way. Something that we could do that I don't have to spend $200 to put a little fan on the back of it. And I came up with an idea. I used to do a lot in computers. I still do a lot in computers. I still work on the side doing computers. And I work for a computer company when I'm not doing this. So I said, you know what? There's a way. I know the computers use little fans. That won't take a lot of power. If I could find one that had a USB port in, I could plug it in, because on the little plate that I have here, it's got an extra USB port right here that I can go and plug into that's not using when I hooked up the camera. Or I could use a little battery pack, something with it too. So I said, okay, if I can find the little fan, went on Amazon, boom, within 2 minutes of looking on there, I found exactly what I needed. A little fan that had a USB port right there. Okay, I'll go ahead and put the link on there in the film right now, right as you're watching, of what I went ahead and got. Ended up getting a pack of 2 for $15. Oh wow, I was like, 15 bucks, and I've got a little fan. Will it work? Okay, once you plug this in, you've got to find out where the thing is. But, okay, I don't have the battery pack on this right here, but it does plug in the side. So, got a little portable charger for it. I was using it for a while. Once you plug it in, you can hear it from the fan there. It's got a strong little fan on it. Okay, checking which way it's blowing. It's blowing out this way, sucking in here, blowing out. I just needed a way to attach it now. Let's kill that there. I needed a way to attach it. So, little portable power bank. I got this one, I think, for free, or it was one of the two. I had 2 of these. One of these is actually up there, running a little light up there. This one's the other one. One was free, the other one I paid like $5-7 for it, for these. I ran it for like an hour and a half with this little fan on this. And I just actually, when I was filming, just laid it right there on it while I was filming and did it that way. Then I realized I could just plug it right in here and do it that way too. So, next problem that I had. Got the little fan. I need to attach it right here. Something I can take on and off, but somehow it would work. Then I came up with this great little idea my wife had that she had just bought. Alien tape. It's two-sided tape that I can stick on there. And it's made to be put on, take off, put on, take off. So kind of that box right there probably cost us 20 bucks. So I got 15 into the fan and 2 fans and 20 bucks for the tape. Somewhere like that. This whole roll right here is just one. And for the size of the pieces I need, this will last me for like the next 10 years. And I've got 2 more rolls in there. You know. What I do is I just cut a little bit of Italian tape. Dropped it. Cut it in little tiny pieces, cut a little piece, and then cut it in half. All I needed was just a piece size enough, big enough, just to fit right on there. Right there on that part. Tape it on there. Peel the thing off. Stick it on. Boom. I've got it. So, now next question. Would it work? Okay, well, the ones from the Fuji ones that you paid $200 for, they seem to work. Everybody was saying they work. So I tried this one on there. Yes, it did. I put this camera out in the garage, ran it 20 minutes, bam, the thing shut off, overheating. Okay, so I know it's going to overheat on me. So it was the middle of the summer, 100 degrees outside. I was inside that garage and it was like baking like an oven. Yes, this thing shut off 20 minutes, couldn't make it past the 20-minute mark. Okay. Stuck the little piece of alien tape on it, stuck it on there, plugged it into this thing here, walked away. 20 minutes later, I came back, not even registering a warning for overheating in there on the screen. Okay? Went away again, came back 10 minutes later, 30 minutes into it, boom, still nothing. All right, let's see how far we can push it. Came back 45 minutes later into the thing, so it had been running for 45 minutes. No sign of overheating, no warning that's getting hot or anything. Remember, we're in a garage that the outside is over 100 degrees. Couldn't even tell you how hot it was inside that garage, but I was pouring sweat just being in there for a few minutes. I hit it 1 hour and 10 minutes. No sign of this thing overheating. No warning thing or anything, and it's still going strong. I said after 1 hour and 10 minutes, I've licked the problem. This little guy did it. Now, there is a problem with it though, okay? Alien tape, pop it right off, boom, you set it right there. Not even a sticky mark on it or anything there. So we've got that part solved. But as you heard, the little fan makes noise. That would be the problem. If you got a scratch mic on here and you're just using it to sync up with other cameras and your audio is coming in through another camera, then you're fine, no sound. Or if your wireless mic, you hook up a wireless to it, the wireless mic's not going to pick up the fan either. But if you need the camera for sound, the sound microphone right here does hear the sound of that fan. So that is your big drawback. You got to try to weigh out which ones you're going to do there. So, saw on the market this little guy. So he's my next chance. Okay, this will work. His fan's very strong, works good. So I decided to get this. A lot of people out there are doing it. They give a little sticky thing that goes on the inside to hold it. We'll come back to that part. Little fan right there. He does. And the Sony ones, he fits right in there. Nice, perfect, right in there. Actually, it's stuck on there really good. I heard these after a while fall off. I haven't tested that part yet, but one gentleman said put a little bit of rubbing alcohol on the suction cups and rubbing alcohol on the little plastic pieces that you stick in there, like this. And clean them off really good, and it seems to stick with no problem. Yeah, this you just push the button, hold the button right there, comes on. 0 means off, get it to 1, turns the little fan on, and it runs a little quieter. 2, a little bit stronger. Now the fan, we can hear it, does make a little bit of humming noise. Not as strong as this, but it's a little quieter. So we're going to run this guy through the test. So far I know it will work. It'll cool it down. And we'll hold it. Let's go ahead and kill it right there. So that's another option. This is 50 bucks. I went out and bought this. But if it's a little quieter and I can use the microphone there, so far, with little checks I've had on it, doesn't seem to really pick it up too much. And I can go ahead and filter it out in editing when I'm doing editing. So this one's not. But I would say if you're out in the desert, you're in a hot area, really heavy summer, you need something. So I'll go ahead and put the link on here in the description there so you can go ahead and get one of these. But I'm pretty sure that, I mean, this is small enough that it fits right inside there, and you're not going to have a problem with any camera that's out there. It could be a Canon, could be a Sony, doesn't matter if the newer or the older ones. That'll go ahead and keep that little backing plate right there cool. Now that was another question where I saw another video out there about these guys right here. This little metal backing plate right here, a little aluminum, whatever they're using on it. It's kind of like a little heat sink for the cameras here. So if I'm going to go ahead and start slapping this on it, then trying to get a fan to cool it, that's going to do it. What I did with mine is I went, and I'll go ahead and show it in the video right now, I went and cut it into two different pieces and put them on the sides just where the suction cups would go ahead and go. So that way the fan would blow right on there. And if I still wanted to use this one, I could just attach it, and I'm not ripping that thing on and off as I'm trying to get these in there. 15 bucks fix right there. Plug it into a little power supply, or you've got it set up like that. You can go ahead and use that way, and your overheating problem is now fixed. Again, I ran it in a hot garage for over an hour and 10 minutes, and the fan worked. Or not the fan, but the camera worked. Didn't overheat on me. So there's a quick little tip for you right there to go ahead and try if you're having overheating problems. Spend the 50 bucks. Go ahead and get one of these. See if it'll stay on there. That's the biggest problem I've heard. Everybody said these work. They've been really good. It's just they fall off. So I'm going to go ahead and put it through the test. Maybe I'll do an update later on about letting everybody know, maybe in the next week or the week after, after I've had time to play with this. And I'm going to try to see if I can keep this on there and going. Another problem people have said is that these only last like 85 minutes or something. It's like an hour and a half. So let's see if they'll go ahead and last. I can also run the cable from here into my power bank too and do the same thing I did with the other one. Big difference, in the price right there. But if it works, this can just snap on and off. So something to go ahead and try. So something I'll go ahead and give you, like I said, next couple weeks, my update on that one there. But if you're stuck with a problem right there, this little guy right here is a lifesaver. I had it where I had a 4-hour filming that I needed to do, and I kept swapping batteries out in this thing, but I can't do it if this thing is not dependable. So I've had to use the other cameras. I had my A7C doing a backup for this one here, which had to be used because this one wasn't performing because it was shutting off all the time. So not good when I spend that much money and the things just shut off. Future cameras like the one that I'm using right now, you're watching on, has fans built into them. All my cameras for filming now are going to start having that, which means spend a little bit extra money. But that's what you got to do. Everybody have a great day, and I'll see you again next week. Thank you.